the easy part is paying for food. The easy part is getting but everybody ain't worth that. You know what I'm saying? A date night can be from anywhere from between $1.50 to $300. And everybody ain't worth it. You may feel like, fuck, I didn't waste my time, money, and energy, on a trip that ain't even worth like call it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely is a vibe check, but seeing if you're worth it, nah, homie could have used better just pushing it back. You know what I'm saying?
Life be lifing, and sometimes you just need a friend or your sister. Welcome to
Listen, Sis.
I'm Quinn.
And I'm Candace.
Two sisters having real conversations about life, dating, relationships, and everything in between.
This is your space for honesty, laughter, and sisterly advice you didn't even know you needed. So grab a drink, take a seat, and listen, sis.
Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Listen, Sis. I'm Quinn.
And I'm Candace.
Two real sisters. Best friends.
Yes. Those girls, I'm going to say that bitch, but that bitch and that bitch.
Uh-huh. That's what they used to say.
Those bitches.
Uh-huh.
Them girls.
Uh-huh. SpongeBob and Patrick.
You know,
it does.
It's all that.
Thanks for rocking with us thus far. We appreciate y'all. The messages, the comments, the subscribers, the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
And on top of that, guess what we have today, sis?
What is it?
Today we have our first voice memo. It's
I didn't want to hear it. I want to hear it real time with y'all. So okay.
We have our first Venmo.
We gonna get that too. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, voice memo.
Okay.
It's in pertinence to the vibe check conversation.
Oh, y'all cut up with that vibe.
They really did.
Y'all cut up with that vibe check.
They really did.
It's something serious.
I wasn't mad at it.
Me either.
I mean, ultimately, I do feel that like when you are new to dating someone, it's not that bad to conduct a vibe check. It's just the way that
it's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Like my Leon Thomas voice vibes don't lie.
Yeah.
They don't lie.
Because I feel like you should just like naturally, organically let those vibes like
happen,
flow, and
go through it, whatever.
And then like you can, like I said, you can do a vibe check, but you don't have to like let that
say
person...
this is a vibe check.
Yeah. That makes it so formal. It really does. Because then now I'm going into it with like a guard.
Right. I'm not even being my authentic real self.
Not at all. I'm that resume girl. Ooh, girl. Y'all know y'all got a resume person.
I put that little mask on and it's completely different.
I know.
Completely different. I don't want to be that person.
At all.
I want to be myself.
Like, so
dating is rough.
Yeah.
Dating is rough.
It's definitely rough, but I mean, it doesn't have to be. Like, I just feel like you should just like not ignore those red flags and just go with the vibe.
Right.
Go with the flow. See how things feel. You don't have to like necessarily say everything. I want you to be able to say all the things that are necessary to be said. But some days just have a little couth. That's it. Just a little. Just like be a little demure. And find a way to say
these things
without being offensive.
Right.
You know,
you going into it with like someone else's energy, someone else's like their aura. So like you don't know how it's going to match at first. So like let's just figure it out. Without just saying this is a vibe check. We are figuring each other out.
I know.
Yo, like a little robot. I can't wait to hear what he said. And from a male's perspective,
I love that.
I can't wait to hear.
I appreciate all the men for listening to us. Even though the show is called Listen Sis, it's still not gender specific.
It's not.
We're really saying listen sis because we are sisters.
We're sisters.
And then we always like, man, listen sis.
Listen sis. That's why we call it listen sis.
We have something to say. So we love to hear what like everyone has to say, including men, because we're not men. So to get a man's perspective on it, it means not everything, but it means a lot.
It means a lot, of course.
It means a lot to us. All right. So to say that, other people are listening and we don't know them personally, it means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Listeners, I'm going to play his voice memo. It's 1 minute and 51 seconds long.
I can't wait to hear it.
So it's some good, I think it's good. I asked him too. I was like, hey, can I play this on the pod? And he said, sure. He said, sure. So,
okay.
This goes out to you.
Without further ado.
All right.
Let's listen.
We're going to play this.
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with the verbiage of like tell her somebody, I want to see if you worth it. You could have been a little bit slicker and use more discretion with that, but we both know what it is. You know what I mean? And I had this scenario, I'm telling the chick that, yo, you gonna meet up, you have drinks, get chat a little bit. But that's essentially what it is. It's to see like if she does she feel like I'm worth her putting on her favorite outfit, her favorite perfume, her favorite heels, her favorite earring and shit. You know what I mean? The easy part is paying for food. The easy part is getting but everybody ain't worth that. You know what I'm saying? If you're being real, a date night can be from anywhere from between $1.50 to $300. And everybody ain't worth it. She may feel like she's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasted her time coming out to see him. He may feel like, fuck, I didn't waste my time, money, and energy, on a trip that ain't even worth call it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely is a vibe check, but seeing if you're worth it, nah, homie could have used better discretion than that. You know what I'm saying? And to play God's advocate, if she fucking with you, if a woman really like you, it don't matter if you ask her to go ride bikes together or, go to the bookstore, you know what I'm saying? Go check out it don't matter what a dude asks a woman to do if she really fuck with him like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's another story.
Oh, I see you've been listening and taking notes, and that was
good.
Oh, wee.
That was good. What you think, sis?
I mean, like he said, like him just flat out saying a vibe check, he could have had a little more discretion with that. But then, like going into dating, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Like he said, the date gonna cost between $150 and $150 and $300.
Very
like,
true.
Is that worth my time and energy? Getting dressed, putting on my favorite dress, combing my hair, putting my lashes together. Like, are you worth that to me? Am I gonna call you tomorrow? Like, I feel like now you can feel each other out, and like what the situation's gonna be. Like, am I just going get a little steak and go home, or are we trying to build something? But it's still, you don't have to say vibe check per se.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, so let's go back to, remember we were talking about swiping. So it's like, okay, well, you were swiping and you swiped on this person, and let's say like maybe you just had swiped on this person on a Monday, and then they're asking you, for a vibe check that Friday. So you're saying like if the vibes and things are already there, but what if you don't know if they're there? That's the purpose.
That's the purpose of that
of the
date,
of the vibe check. Yeah, but it's like, do you go straight into the date, or do you conduct a vibe check?
But you can conduct a vibe check at the date.
Yeah.
Like that's how you get to know each other. Like, I'm feeding off of your vibes and your energy. Like, that's how we're getting to know each other on that date,
So
right?
you're saying on the date, but like he said, homie, spending $150 to $300. Do I want to spend
that much money?
But then I love how he said he playing God's advocate, with saying like with a woman too, like, are we putting on our favorite perfume?
Right.
We put on our heels?
Like, is that worth my time?
Yeah, that's my number one thing too. It's my time.
Is that worth my time?
Because I could be taking a nap. Listen, like my mama say, eat Popeyes, watching horror movies.
Definitely, like, is it worth my time?
Chilling. So is it worth your time?
But I feel like even from like that, you're swiping and you're talking to somebody Monday through Friday. Like, I feel like through text messages, conversations, you kind of can feel people out, but sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just cannot feel people out. You don't know, like, sometimes, like, I just can't put my finger on it. Like, I don't know if he likes my sarcasm, or if he doesn't get to my jokes, or he doesn't, or he don't think none of that shit funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
So I would consider it like having a pre-date before a date, not necessarily like a vibe check. You can like pre-date, like how you say, go ride bikes, you can go to the bookstore. So it doesn't have to be something that's like grandiose or like you're spending so much money, because all dates don't have to like cost like so much. But I do get if you're trying to like take someone like on a elaborate or expensive date, then yeah, you might want to feel that person out. But like he said, you can go to a bookstore. Like, hey, let's meet up here. Because in that episode, going back to the swipe or no swiping episode, like, the old boy asked my girl to meet at Home Depot.
At Home Depot.
That is
not for dinner, not for ice cream, not to ride bikes, look at stars.
Yeah.
Why are we in the parking lot of Home Depot?
She came the other day and she was like, "Friend, let me show you again." And she legit like showed me the pen, and it was like Home Depot, and he was like, "Is this place cool?" And she never texted
Because
back.
what? Cool for what?
Yeah.
Cool for who? What? Why?
Yeah.
Cool for what?
That was unacceptable for like, oh boy, to want to meet my girl at Home Depot parking lot.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who just says like, let's meet up in the parking lot? Any parking lot. The parking lot of Home Depot? What is the reason?
Once again, it's not a safe space.
It's
It's
not.
not a safe space.
Lumber and anything could be rolling and falling and
Lumber.
Them industrial room cleaners, anything could get me. Why would you think that's safe? And what are we gonna do? Stay in there?
Yeah. I'm just big on the part, like, I agree wholeheartedly on the wasting my time. Like putting on my favorite dress, on my shoes, get my hair done, nails done, all those things to go out on a date. But I mean, it definitely is an investment. And I think that dates are investments.
Very much so investment.
Sometimes you get a return on your, on your investment, and sometimes you don't. You win some, you lose some, but you have to like go on said dates.
You have
like
to see.
do small like little vibe checks to see if those people are even like worth your energy and your time. But I do definitely think that a lot of people, they disregard the red flags like prior to the vibe checks or even post the vibe check and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad. He said he had 10 kids and he just got laid off and it's gonna get better. It's
like they ignore the vibe checks and they also ignore themselves.
Yeah.
Like when you have that feeling and you don't feel comfortable or this not gonna work. You already know. Like it's not like it's like you talk yourself into maybe it's not gonna work.
Yeah, if it ain't that, then it ain't that. Because like you said, vibes don't lie.
They don't.
Yeah. And it's sucky because some people can be like over the phone and you can have all this like on the phone conversation and text messaging and all of that. And then you get next to each other, you have nothing to talk about.
Nothing. That's happened to me and it's horrible.
Ooh.
So now we just sitting here in silence looking stupid. Like we was just talking and vibing and now all of a sudden there's nothing. So I mean,
that's the words.
We have it's cricket.
Yeah. Or the vibe is great, but like our last episode, the sex trash.
Oh man.
What you do?
It's the double whammy.
Yeah, so you done went through all these different layers and you didn't like try to do, like go sift through the weeds and like, okay, well then they're great. We went on a vibe check and like date and we had a good time and then we went on regular dates and this and that. But then the intimacy isn't there and it's like, golly, like do you ask that on the vibe check? What's your stroke game like?
But then you can ask it, but they're like off the chain, top tier, 9 out of 10 out of 10, and then you'll be like, trash. Like
who said that? Who told you that?
You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
So it can go so many different ways, but I definitely appreciate him for kind of like just saying like from so many different standpoints and like playing like advocate, like this is what it could have been, but it was worded very much so
distastefully.
It was not clear at all. Because I mean, we all do like them little semi vibe checks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna stop and meet you here, see you here, but don't send me no pen to no Home Depot parking lot.
There's this content creator that I just recently followed on Insta, and I love her so much, Black girl, and she does a lot of like traveling. And so when she travels to like these different countries and cities, she's like meeting new guys. And she said, she's like 99% of the guys that she's meeting on these dates, she's meeting them on online apps.
Okay.
And so she says the way that she vibe checks them is through FaceTime. She hasn't met them, so she's meeting them in another country or state, but she definitely did like have a lot of conversation with this person prior to getting on said plane and prior to, like meeting them in real life and investing your time and energy. So I feel like that's a good one.
That is a good vibe.
Yeah. And I don't FaceTime people that often, like very seldomly, but I do think that's
a good one. That is a good one. Like I get to see like your environment and kind of a little how you're living your day to day, what's going on. Like,
even how you talk,
right? Even how you talk and pronunciate your words and stutter.
It's a lot different. It's a lot different when you're texting, you know, and then a person like actually real life using real words.
Real words, right.
Yeah, and saying things to you. And then even like how their mannerisms are when they're saying said words, that makes a difference too.
Definitely. I definitely like look at mannerisms because like,
Oh, yeah.
why your hip to the side? Or why your hand up? Like, just, I don't know. I'm just, why? Like, I mean, that's just something I look at. I look at mannerisms or whatever, because that can turn me off and give me the edge.
Definitely so.
So, I mean, FaceTime is a good one.
FaceTime's a good one.
FaceTime is a good one. Maybe just do a little FaceTime, whatever, check, and then go from there. But, like, you have to start somewhere.
You definitely do.
But just flat out saying vibe check is just not the...
Because you can still have all the great vibes. Okay, so what if you have all the great vibes? Like, okay, you meet somebody, you're swiping online or whatever, and then you FaceTime and you're like, oh, like, nice to meet you, and you were cool, and da-da-da-da-da, and then you flew out to go visit this person, or, you know, they're in your city, right? And then you go, you know, meet them down at the bar, and let's say they were a foot shorter than you. What you do?
I don't like that. If I gotta look down on you, like, it look like, to me, I can fight you. And I don't like it.
But did you ask the height? Do you feel like that's necessary?
To say how tall you before we're talking? Damn it, man. That's a good one.
Yeah. Do you discriminate against the short kings?
I can't discriminate against the short kings because I definitely like met someone like swiping and like met him in person, and he was a little shorter than I expected. And I mean, we were super cool. I was like, we vibe like so well.
Just saying you gonna fight the nigga.
But in my head, in my twisted head, I can fight you because you're shorter than me. And I know that's messed up, but in my head, I think I can fight you. So I don't think I would want it to go anywhere. I'm sorry, short kings. I love y'all. But in my head, I can fight you.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you could do all the vibe checks. And then like when you see that person in real life and then it's something completely different than what you expected, like what do you do?
Or if they FaceTime and just from here up.
Like once again, if I can't see your neck, you need to push it back.
Because if they FaceTiming from here up and then they always like this, or if they always like laying in the bed,
listen,
you don't get up and move around.
You do.
You don't move around and do nothing. You don't go outside.
What do you do?
At this point, I gotta ask. So, I mean, just kind of like, I think once you start talking to that person, you start like knowing their little mannerisms, what they doing, they getting up to going to work, they doing this, like, I gotta see you in more positions than this. Then you finally meet them in person. You're like, well, damn, we FaceTime.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool, but then we get there and
I didn't know you was this thick.
I didn't know you was this hefty. And we're not discriminating on the hefty kings either. She love her a little.
You gotta have a little meat on your bones, baby.
She love her the hefty king. It's just the fact of like, again, you're getting to know that person.
A hefty king.
A hefty king. You're getting to know that person.
I just don't want my partner smaller than me. That's all. Because once again, if you're smaller than me, I'm gonna feel like I can whoop your ass. No, damn it, man.
See?
It's not that I can whoop your ass. I want to feel protected.
Yes,
that's
it's about protection.
Yeah, I want to feel like you got me. Yeah.
Like if something pop off, you push me out the way to go. Like I want you to be like, nah, damn, come on, like grab me, pick me up, grab me.
Come on, we gotta go.
Jump on my back. Not just
you put that nigga on your back.
And we running down the street.
That's
I don't
horrible.
want that. Like I definitely want to be safe and secure and like know if something pop off. He got me. We good.
So
not to say the short one can't, but in my mind.
Oh, your twisted mind.
In my twisted mind, I can fight you, and I don't like that. It's very twisted. I don't know who to blame for that, but it's very twisted.
Yeah. Damn it, man. It's okay.
It boils down to so many different variables.
Man.
We just know, number one, don't say it. I'm vibe checking.
Yeah, don't say it.
And number two, we're not meeting in Home Depot parking lot.
But listen, sis, we did a poll too on social media, and then I asked in the poll, I said, should you say vibe check or should you just conduct one silently? And we had some people
did say
that it's okay to say it. That you can, but to say it though. Is it a turn off if someone were to say it to you?
Hey, we can hang out, but I just want to vibe check you real quick.
Just don't say it.
I just don't say it. I don't like it. Some people, of course, they go, okay, some people will say it. And some people have told us that they will say it.
Yeah.
For me, I don't like it. Like, don't tell me you're going to vibe check me.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going into it already like on the fence.
Which
Just
is
like,
representative. Like
right.
earlier.
I'm already going into it
Yeah.
on the fence and like not my authentic self.
Damn,
So let's just like have shit smoothly. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like move on.
Because at the end of the day, you can have all the vibe checks, like I said, you can have all the like good times and this and that, but you still have to like be comfortable with that person. You still have to like develop a real relationship, a real friendship. I feel like friendships are very important when it comes to like, you know, because you have to be on the same page, like mentally, emotionally, intelligence wise. I can't do the
You're not using no period, no exclamation mark.
I can't do it.
Capital letters. Exit.
But then that's the thing too. Listen, sis. I did a vibe check. I had a great vibe check. I'm not even about to say the name. You know what? I'm gonna say where it was. Please tell me. I'm gonna say what it was. Your housewarming party. Your housewarming party.
I remember that name.
They had a young fella who was very interested in
all nice. Smitten. Oh, we got you a bottle.
People got me that Hennessy.
People got you a bottle.
Anything is everything.
We got you a bottle. And y'all was just in the same room.
And we were vibing. And then like after the party was over, we talked and we talked. And I was like, I like this music. He was like, I like this music. And my grandma named this. And I was like, oh, that's my grandma. And we just like, I was like, I'm in love.
It was like a match made in heaven. We were just like, oh my gosh, we got y'all together.
Because it was a genuine, like, authentic meetup. Because like, you don't, because like nowadays you meet people on social media, things like that. So to genuinely like have met someone like in the wild,
right?
You know what I mean?
Like in the person, like
okay. And I wasn't initially like that attractive. He had that heaviness to him, like
Hefty King.
He was a hefty king. But at the end of the day, like our vibe was like
y'all vibe was like insane.
And then the fast forward, them text
y'all
messages,
had some good times.
We did, but them
those text messages were egregious.
They were bad. We
was like they were like hieroglyphics. We were trying to like figure out what they were saying. I was like, is this English?
Everything was spelled wrong. Nothing had a punctuation mark. Nothing had a capital letter. It was bad. And it sucked for me because those things
matter
meant something to me.
So for someone that doesn't matter, he would have been perfect.
Yeah. And so I ignored that red flag.
Because you see all the red flags.
Yeah.
You ignored that.
The vibe check was good and we had a good meetup and everything was like, you know, it was copacetic. It really, really was until I realized some things that really didn't mean something to me. It didn't matter as much to him. And it just, cause listen, the man had went to college. So you just automatically assume like, oh, this person's like a college, like attendee, even if they didn't graduate. You got this high in your education level. And so I just assumed that you knew the difference between there, and there. And you didn't. That means something to me. So my vibe check was a fail because the vibe check was check.
The vibe was check. You checked a lot of boxes.
Good job.
Hefty, good job.
All that.
Funny, haha, like all of that. But then once y'all start texting, hey, little mama,
it was so bad.
Is you at home is not it.
It was so bad. But then in his defense, I thought he just texted how he spoke. And it's like, I get it, but
that's just something that you're not.
Yeah, it means something.
It means something to you.
It does.
To me as well. Like you start knowing like how people text and you like, if that's something you don't like and that's something on your list that you would rather not.
Yeah.
I mean, rather not.
So going into vibe check. So how do you feel? Because this is another conversation that I overheard like recently, whatever. How do you feel about living with a person before you marry that person? Like to me, that's a sort of a vibe check as well, because now you're trying to see like how this person lives, how they operate on a day-to-day basis, how do they sleep, like how do they eat, how tidy they are. Do you believe in like cohabitation before marriage?
I do. I mean, I did it. I did it before I was shacked. I did it. So, I mean, and it gave me like a insight into that person's life, like how we can cohabitate together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do agree with it. Like, I think it's kind of like essential sometimes just to see how that person, like, are y'all going to get along?
Yeah.
Are y'all going to get along when the trash overflowing? Are y'all, who washing the dishes?
Yeah.
Who washing the clothes? Like, how y'all gonna tag team these chores?
Because the conversation that I overheard with the girl, she was saying like that she didn't believe in it because she's like, well, going back to the old saying, like if you give a man the cow, you get the milk for free.
Yeah.
So it's like you staying in the house and you're doing all the things and you're doing like all these wifely things as a girlfriend. So why would you do that before you got married? But I disagree. I just think that it is like very necessary to like be in a space with someone to like see how they are before you like commit to that long term
marriage.
Yeah.
Signing papers on a dotted line.
I need to know. In my Joe voice, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, we definitely need to know.
I need to know.
And for me, like doing it in the past, like I need to know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's kind of how I figured out more about this person.
Yeah. And then that's the thing too. She just was like, well, you should be already figuring those things out as you're dating. Like you're spending time at that person's house and they're coming by you and
but
things
that's
like
still
that.
not like the full picture of this person 24/7. That's still not the full person. Like you can come to my house and sit there prim and proper and this and that, but you go to your shit and it's completely different. Like that's still not the authentic you. It's not. So I think living together pre-marriage, that's a whole vibe check in itself. So I mean,
I think it's very important. I mean, because that's how that relationship ended up in dust. Because once we moved in with each other, I was like, who this? Who do this? And it's not like that what they were doing was right or wrong. I just ain't subscribed to that shit. I just my mama ain't show me that.
And it's people like little habits and like quirks. And you're like, and that's just something that you didn't grow up with or you're not used to.
Girl, let me tell you, something as simple as, and so then the thing is, I've adapted this. This nigga was folding a towel 3 times. So he'll fold it like, go doop, doop, and then he'll go doop, doop. I wasn't doing all that. So when I was putting up the towels, I would go doop, doop, and then one.
Girl, leave me alone.
But I was like, why he was making them fluffy? So they was like in like a bigger stack, and I didn't like that. That drove me crazy.
And that's just something that his grandma taught him how to fold towels when he was 4.
You're not able to vibe check that. Like, how you fold towels first day.
Hey, how y'all fold y'all towels?
Girl.
Good question. But that is true. That's something that like does not come up on first, second, third, fifth, 10th date. How you fold them towels.
I ain't like
and I'm going to give you a towel. You fold it. Let me see.
Back to the mustard in the tuna, back to the ketchup in the refrigerator. You do that. Look, we have to like type up a list of all the things you need to ask somebody on the first date.
Of course. Of course.
A vibe check manual.
A manual, because the shit need to be asked. Just not up front. I'm checking your vibe at the Home Depot.
But some things, sis, like you just got to figure it out.
You have
on
to.
Its own.
And like with time, it'll come with time. Like it'll definitely come with time. Like you being around this person more.
Yeah.
Like you seeing what irks this person. You seeing how this person's attitude or their temper is. Like, and just like stuff happening, you'll start to see it. Like, well, damn, you just clicked out because we had no toothpaste. Suddenly you crashed out because we don't got no more bologna. Like, it's just stuff that you start seeing over time. And you get to know, like, well, damn, I ain't fucking.
You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. It was funny because I was watching like one episode of like Pop the Balloon, and the dude, he came out and he was like, I don't like women with road rage. And so some girls was like popping their balloon. And I just thought it was so funny because they were like, take me out.
Take me off the group chat.
Take me out the chat. Because I have road rage. And I was like, oh, that's me too. Because I've been like, you dirty bitch.
You do.
You do. I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna fuss.
But that's just them being honest.
Yeah.
You don't like that? I'll do that. Let's move on. Like, let's not waste each other's time.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm gonna cuss somebody out. So let's not waste each other's time. I appreciate that from him.
I do too. I thought that was a weird question to ask. But he knew that ultimately, I don't like this type of woman.
Mhm.
I don't like this type of activity. I don't
Mhm.
like this type of carrying on.
I like
So
that he do
do
that.
that.
I like that
Yeah.
he do that.
I appreciated it because I want to pop my balloon myself. Like, I'm
I would pop
sorry.
mine just off like
You just can't drive.
I just can't drive and like I'm gonna yell and other things.
no.
But if it came to driving, road rage, I'm gonna pop my own balloon.
I had that Mustang all my life. I'm
Man, that Mustang used to be ripping and running.
hollering. 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
Cussing everybody.
Everybody.
Move, bitch.
Get out the way.
But yeah,
Definitely appreciate him. Like that was a good one.
that was a good
That was a good,
one.
like honest, real raw. That was a
Mhm.
good one.
But I mean, it was definitely true. Like how you say, play God's advocate. I like that too. God's
That's a
advocate.
good one.
Devil, get behind me,
Satan. Satan, you busy.
It's okay to conduct a vibe check. It's just how
It's just how
go about
you go about and doing it. How you
Yeah.
say it, how you go about doing it. Be demure.
Yeah, have some cool
That's it.
gentlemen and ladies.
And ladies too.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to go on like a expensive first date. Like
not at all.
not like when you first meet somebody. Like nah, like we can hang, park, ice cream,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Because let me tell you, I always got something. I got something to say. I'll never forget. I went on a date with this guy. I used to work with him. And he was never nobody that I was like looking at and like, oh, I want to like talk to you and like be with you or anything like that. But he just seemed like he was like a cool guy. And even if I started going to physical therapy, so he ended up being at my physical therapy all day. So I'm like, oh, okay, like you seem cool. And he mustered up the courage to ask me out. I mean, because he was like really like shy and timid. And I was like, okay, like we could go on a date. And he was just like, and I appreciate it. He was like, well, I don't have that much, but like, can we go to Applebee's? And I was like, sure. I want to go to Applebee's and stuff like that.
I do too.
So that was the problem. We get to Applebee's and he wanted to do the 2 for $20. I didn't want to do the 2 for $20. I just wanted an appetizer. I just wanted some wings. That's all. And the wings was $10. So I felt like you just get something that was $10 too. This nigga was so mad at me that I didn't want to do the 2 for $20 because I guess he assumed like this is why we're here. But I didn't want the 2 for $20, but I felt like half of 20 is 10 and 10. So if my wings is only $10, like that's okay. And so he really felt the way about it. So fast forward, we eat our little food. He feeling away, y'all. Then a bill come and he like literally like tipped the waitress nothing. And I'm just like, that's not cool.
Something that you
yeah, and I come from the service industry, so you definitely know how I feel about like tipping and things like that. So it definitely rubbed me the wrong way. So that was to me was the vibe.
That was the vibe check.
Because that date set the tone for like how future dates would be.
If we have future dates.
Yeah, and not saying like the man money always gonna be funny, but I appreciated him for saying like, hey, my money funny, like can we go to Applebee's? But I didn't like to be forced to have to order a certain thing. The 2 for $20.
I thought it was an appetizer and shoot.
It did, but
but the wings not on there.
the wings not on there. I just wanted some wings. That's it. And
My boy wanted you to get the spinach dip.
it was like $9.89. So I just was like, I could get the wings. You get something.
I think he just thought it was probably a better deal. Like we can get this Pacific appetizer. You get this, I get this. We got 3 things. It looked like we got more stuff on the table.
I didn't want none of that. I didn't want any of that.
But that definitely was like your vibe check.
It was my vibe check.
It was.
Yeah.
Because you saw how he acted. You
Yes,
saw
I
how
did.
he.
So even if we did go on a more expensive date, I just did not like that. Even if you didn't have the adequate funds to take me on said date, I appreciate the effort to take me on it, but to like not tip the waitress, or I'd rather him say, "Hey, look, I don't have enough to cover the tip. Like, can you leave that?" And then I left the tip, and he was mad. He felt offended that I left the tip.
Oh,
but I'm just like,
that wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't meant.
Back to not ignoring those red flags. You cannot ignore them. So if y'all want to have all the vibe checks, have all the vibe checks. But you definitely have to like, not ignore the flags that come with said vibe check. What you think?
Yes. Like, don't ignore those flags. Like, those flags, they ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
They just gonna, like, pop up in, like, another aspect of your life. Like, it's still gonna be a red flag somewhere. Like, you can ignore it and duck and dodge it all you want, but something else is coming back. It's coming back at you. We don't want that.
Damn it, man.
We don't want that.
Damn it,
Vibe
man.
check?
Vibe check or not?
Or not. Vibe check it is. But don't say it.
Please don't say it.
Silly willies.
I
Who
don't know.
said?
And those of you who did press in the poll to say, like, yeah, it's cool to have a vibe check, do your thing, players.
Do your thing, 21. Do your thing.
Don't come around here with
Don't
that
come
shit.
around here with it. Do your thing, 21. Just not around here, partner.
Oh,
Just not around here.
I know. Well, I want to thank my guys
Of
for
course. Thank you.
sending
Thank you.
the
Thank
voice
you.
memo. Definitely
We appreciate it.
Definitely agreed.
Mhm.
Definitely agreed.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Y'all want to send y'all voice memos to us, DM it to us on the Listen Sis, the podcast on Instagram.
Yep.
We're on TikTok.
Yep.
We're on Facebook.
Mhm.
Spotify.
Yep.
Apple.
Yep.
YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
All that good stuff. Y'all can find us everywhere.
Yes. Comment, like, subscribe, email
Download,
us.
share, email, all of those good things. We'll
Yeah.
get back to y'all. We appreciate y'all so much.
Thank you so much for listening to Listen Sis. And until next time, bye guys.
Bye, y'all. See you
Thank
next time.
you.